fishing rod one day when I thought about the absurdity we have at the moment with shows like MasterChef and Conviction Kitchen and Junior MasterChef and every cooking show known to man. And then at the same time shows like Biggest Loser and Extreme Makeover, and so there's this real dichotomy between sort of, you know, food pornography and losing weight extremely. And I think it's a sort of funny idea. I mean, if aliens descended on the earth tomorrow, they'd leave thinking we were bonkers. So I think that's kind of right for comedy. That sort of area is right for comedy. So I thought, wouldn't it be funny if a guy was kidnapped by these urban terrorists who call themselves Feedem fighters and held captive for 3 months, but against his will because his wife says that he's too fat.
Hey, fuck you, tell the ambulance up!
That's a shitty thing to do, Gary. Stop it now.
I can't, I'm just about to land him in with his sense of humour.
Take the cloth and the wood off, Kevin. I didn't gag this one, Gary. The last one, that's Matic, like we didn't kill him.
Kevin? Gary? Oh, so you guys aren't Arab terrorists?
Shit. The Central Coast rep to kick soft drinks is an Al-Qaeda priority. You and Obama have been on our top 10 list for years.
Really?
What do you think, arsehole?
Oh, look, the man has the most extraordinary gift for words. He knows what words do very clearly, and as an author, and a very amusing author, I mean, he has a lovely, quirky look at life in everything he does, lovely sense of humour, and I think what he's managed to do with this is to transfer onto the stage all our foibles, all our misgivings, all our fear of things, and what makes the best humour? Schadenfreude, you know, happiness at the misfortune of others. And he's found a lovely game to play with the lead character being kidnapped and held hostage to lose weight.
Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday, dear Daryl! Happy birthday to you!
Right! Cheers!
It's a kind of play that requires a lot of mining of the text in terms of getting on the floor and playing with it as much as you can to really sort of bring out as much as you can in the play. And Adrian's really good at making the rehearsal room a really playful, kind of nutty environment, which is really great when you're trying to, you know, access a comedy.
Well, anyway, started noticing I was putting on weight when none of my clothes fit me anymore. And then this was strange. You know, I'd never been heavy at school. Uni, I was positively anorexic.
Nothing worse than a fat anarchist.
Do you want me to chop the onions?
No. I'll braise the onions. Haven't had a good cry since Sally Fletcher left home and away. Go on.
So quick costume changes there, so you're going to be a Chinese guy off stage and then immediately storm on in completely different. But, you know, it's kind of a dream job for every actor to hopefully swing roles like that. But I might have got lucky, or Adrian's punishing me, I'm not quite sure which one it is yet.
Hello, Chinese relations takeaway. Can I have your telephone number and address?
I don't have the number or the address, but...
I'll have your address for quick and prompt delivery.
You don't understand, I'm being held against my will. I need you to...
This is his first play. We got to sit down and meet him with the first read, which was great, and just getting his views on the play and the subject matter, and just really the fact that there's not a lot of blue-collar shows out there.
The only way you will maintain your goal body weight after you leave us is by using positive visualization.
I think it's working.
Great. What are you seeing right now?
I'm a value meal.
Because what I'm trying to do with my writing is really aim it more at a blue-collar audience, more at a suburban, more the kind of people that wouldn't normally come to the theatre, you know, people in my fishing club, for instance, you know, who would never go to the theatre in their life. But hey, maybe the themes of this, because it affects you so directly, because you're turning on television every night, and these are the big themes that we're talking about for some mad reason, maybe you'll come along and have a laugh at this and leave with some new thoughts.
We'll be back in 2 hours.
Well, can you leave the TV on? Footy shows online.
You have to earn your privileges, Daryl.
Earn TV?
The more weight you lose, the more TV you're allowed.
Funny how in real life, it's the other way around. I mean, it being a new play, What's nice about it is that there's no kind of right or wrong with it yet, and so just the idea to be able to just muck around and see what's on the page and try and make it come to life without having another reference that we have to kind of gauge off has been nice.
Dancing a tango like that, you can officially call yourself metrosexual.
Mate, I've been married 10 years to a woman who despises me. I'm what you call a get-no-sexual.
Yes, this has been an interesting journey for me. I mean, it's one thing writing funny books and having all these characters in your head say all these funny things and people laughing along on reading it on the bus or something. But seeing your thoughts come to life, you know, I mean, these characters and what they say, they're kind of like little dolls that live in my mind, in the big dollhouse of my mind, and I shuffle them and put them in different rooms and have them talking to each other just as I'm at the beach fishing. You know, it's all going on in my mind, and I sort of think to myself, wouldn't it be funny if this... And so when I come to write it, it all kind of comes out in a furious rush. But I might have been rearranging and playing with this doll's house, that's the only way I can describe it, for maybe 2 years.
Come on, last boy! Faster! Faster, you worthless maggot!
What are you doing over there, Gary? Some census?
Something your fat, lazy mind wouldn't be interested in.
Try me.
Sudoku, you ever heard of it?
Yeah, but I know by its English translation.
What's that?
Sad bloku.
Pedal!
So I review a few plays and get a few free tickets, and I noticed that Adrian really punched above his weight as a director. He was very good with actors. Limited resources, but he managed to really get amazing performances.
You don't understand, the army was my entire life. It's like a cult. You live it, you breathe it, you sleep it, you dream in camouflage.
I dream in butter.
When I found that room in Iraq, it shook my entire world, everything I believed in. That was wrong.
But Gary, haven't you learned anything from that? I mean, haven't you learned that holding people hostage against their will without trial, or in my case, just to lose a few kilos.
A few?
Okay, more than a few. But that it's fundamentally wrong.
It's been interesting and quite surreal and thrilling to see these actors bring this comedy to life.